Evening. A number of you will know that 18 months ago I was trying to encourage and support a bright teenager from South Sudan to join the St David's College family, but to his great disappointment and mine and ours, at the very last minute, hours before getting on the plane, his UK visa didn't come through. So he was there in Uganda at this very moment. Today, I'd like to say how this week we've been able to support and encourage his younger brother, Joseph, who's also in exile from the war in South Sudan. And 10 years ago, as it happened, Joseph was born with what we call spina bifida, severely handicapped with deformed legs. And anyway, he's coming on really well. And about 3 years ago, his parents said to me, would it be possible for me to help find somewhere for Joseph and his brothers and sisters to stay in Uganda, because the war in South Sudan was very, very difficult at this time. And so it was. Our good friend John Njendaheyo, the past pupil of St David's College, said, oh, they could stay at the Grace Payne Clinic at Maya outside Kampala, which they did. And they're having, so Joseph came down with his brothers and he's been joined by some cousins. So there's quite a little community of kids from South Sudan. And they go to local schools, but because of Joseph's special needs and physical difficulties, he's been having to have a one-to-one person, a teacher at home to help him, and he's coming on really well. And we met this person, or was it 3 years ago, when my wife and I were last there. But the problem has been during lockdown, just a few weeks ago, Joseph's wheelchair broke and was bust, and very, very difficult for him, as you could imagine. And so John Njendaheyo has been able to organise this week, when the lockdown is easing up in Uganda, for Joseph to go with his brother Daniel to a special medical supply in Kampala with another friend called Charles Juma, who's training to be a dentist. And now Joseph has got his new wheelchair, which he calls his bicycle, and he's very excited about it. So it's been great as part of the St David's College family, that with John Njendaheyo and myself and others have been able to arrange for Joseph to have his new bicycle, as he calls it. Isn't that great?